Hello friends. Welcome to our channel, where we share with you the most amazing stories from around the world. Today we are going to tell you about the man who paid for all his students' exam fees. This is an incredible story that will inspire you to do good things for others without expecting anything in return. So let's get started. This math teacher from Florida didn't want his students to be held back by their socioeconomic status. He ended up paying for the SAT fees of all the 30 students in his class out of his own pocket. Keep watching to know more about this selfless teacher. In the beginning of the school year, Mr. Williams noticed that some of his students weren't coming to class. He found out that these students had to work after school to help their family with money. These students were missing important classes because they had to work, and they were falling behind in their studies. Mr. Williams was worried about them. He didn't want their family's financial situation to affect their education. He wanted to help them, but he wasn't sure how. One day, while talking to his colleague about the situation, he got an idea. The next day, he announced to the class that he would pay the SAT fee for all the students. The SAT is a standardized test that many colleges and universities require for admission. It costs $52. For many students, especially those from low-income families, the fee is a barrier to taking the test. Some students have to take the exam multiple times, and the cost adds up quickly. Many students have to work long and hard to earn the money for the exam. But for the students of Mr. Williams' class, it was a pleasant surprise. They didn't have to think about the cost anymore. They could focus on their studies and preparing for the exam. When they asked him how he could ever repay him, he said, "You don't have to repay me. Just do your best on the exam and make me proud." The students were grateful for Mr. Williams' generosity. They studied hard and did their best on the exam. A few weeks later, the exam results came out. Mr. Williams was proud of his students. They had all passed the exam, and some of them had even scored very high. He was happy that he had helped them achieve their goals. But he knew that the media would want to talk about this amazing feat only because he is black. If it had been any other teacher, no one would have cared. But since he was a black teacher doing something great for his students, the media wanted to cover the story. Mr. Williams was hesitant at first, but he knew that it was an opportunity to raise awareness about the importance of supporting students from low-income families. He agreed to give an interview to the local newspaper. The article covered Mr. Williams' story, including the challenges faced by his students and how he had stepped up to help them. The article also highlighted the impact of poverty on education and the need for more support for students from low-income backgrounds. The story of Mr. Williams and his students quickly went viral. People from all over the country were inspired by his selflessness and generosity. Many people donated money to help cover the cost of the exam fees for other students in need. Some people even reached out to Mr. Williams directly to offer to pay for the exam fees of students in his class. As the story spread, Mr. Williams began to receive emails, letters, and phone calls from all over the country. One email in particular stood out. It was from the president of a local university. The president was offering Mr. Williams a grant to pay for the exam fees of his students. The grant was for $1,000, and it would cover the cost of the exam fees for all of Mr. Williams' students. Mr. Williams was overwhelmed with gratitude. He couldn't believe that someone would be willing to donate so much money to help his students. He accepted the grant and used it to pay for the exam fees of his students. He also used some of the money to buy books and supplies for his classroom. On the day that the grants were presented to Mr. Williams, he was surrounded by his students, colleagues, and members of the media. He thanked everyone who had supported him and his students, and he spoke about the importance of giving back to the community. "I am so grateful to everyone who has supported me and my students," Mr. Williams said. "It means so much to us to know that there are people out there who care about our education and our future." The story of Mr. Williams and his students had a happy ending. Thanks to the generosity of a local university, Mr. Williams was able to pay for the exam fees of all of his students, and they were able to take the exam without any financial burden. The story also raised awareness about the importance of supporting students from low-income families and the need for more assistance for those in need. Mr. Williams was a true hero. He didn't hesitate to help his students when they needed it the most. He used his own money to pay for their exam fees, and he continued to support them even when the media started paying attention. He was a selfless individual who put the needs of his students before his own. His students were lucky to have a teacher like Mr. Williams. He was not only a great teacher, but also a caring and generous mentor. He inspired them to do their best, and he helped them overcome the obstacles that they faced. The university president was also a hero in this story. He could have easily ignored the plight of Mr. Williams and his students, but he chose to help them. He understood the importance of investing in the future by supporting the education of underprivileged students. The media played an important role in spreading the story of Mr. Williams and his students. It helped raise awareness about the challenges faced by students from low-income families and the need for more support. The media also helped Mr. Williams and his students get the help they needed from the university and the community. In conclusion, the story of Mr. Williams and his students is a reminder that even small acts of kindness can make a big difference in someone's life. It also shows that when we invest in the education of children, we are investing in the future of our society. Mr. Williams was a true hero who showed us that we should never give up on our students and that we should always try to make a positive impact in their lives. His selfless actions will never be forgotten. Now let's move towards the comments. What did you think about this? Do you know anyone who is as selfless as Mr. Williams? Tell us in the comments below. And if you like this story, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss out on any of our videos. And finally, if you want to hear another amazing story, click on the video on the screen now. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.